Hello, everyone. Hi, happy Wednesday. My name is Jennifer Waters, and I am part of the CNY Fertility Healing Arts team. I'm happy to be here today. I'm not wearing scrubs today because I unfortunately just came from a funeral. Very sad story of a 21-day-old baby that just passed. So it's a good reminder to practice gratitude. We have to be thankful for what we have. And many of you have experienced loss. And just please know that you're not alone. There's a lot of people, a lot of couples out there with their challenges and struggles. And we're here for you. We're here to support you. The Fertile Spirit is available to support everybody going through these challenging times. One of my interests, as you may know, is that I like to look at root cause, causation, what would be driving inflammation, gut dysbiosis, anything that's going on with you. How deep can we look at what's possibly happening? That's one of the things that I like to do. And today I'm going to just talk briefly a little bit about grains. I know you've been inundated possibly with information. Thank you to the passion of Dr. Kiltz and his commitment to the ketogenic diet, carnivore diet. Why? Because grains are not our friends. And unfortunately, the grains of today are not the grains of yesterday. Right. So if you talk to your grandparents and say, oh, let's have a gluten-free lunch together, they're going to roll their eyes and say, oh, that's just another dietary trend. And I used to think that, but now with the current research and challenges that people are facing, we now know that that is not the case. The grains of today are not the grains of yesterday. Wheat, corn, rye, barley, oats have all been modified to create inflammation. They are becoming disease resistant thanks to glyphosate, and that is getting into our GI tract. And it is causing things like IBS, ulcerative colitis, Crohn's disease. So for a long time, I talked about creating a program, digestion to conception, heal your gut, improve your egg quality, improve your fertility outcomes. I haven't quite put all that together yet, but it's pretty straightforward when you think about what you're eating, how it's affecting you, what are your symptoms, how are you feeling, what can we remove, what can we replace. This is kind of what it all comes down to. So every week I read different news articles and am inspired by usually one or two doctors that are writing on a subject. So today I wanted to talk about a story that I read by Dr. Cena Mccullough. She is the creator of Go Wild, How I Reverse Chronic and Autoimmune Disease and Beyond Labels. She's done a lot of research and study on the gluten-free label, which I think started out good. And unfortunately, like a lot of trends, it's deteriorated into a lot of ingredients. If it has a paragraph of ingredients, you probably do not want to be consuming it. The cheapest way to go gluten-free for manufacturers in the food industry is to use corn, which is high inflammation. If you're eating a lot of corn, especially if they take corn and turn it into pasta, so it's highly refined, that means it's going to create inflammation in your gut. And if you want to improve your egg quality and you're trying to prevent miscarriage, you want to heal your gut and decrease inflammation. So food is one of the most important things. You know, that I often say it's what you do every day that matters most, as opposed to what you do once a month or once a season or once a year. It's our daily lifestyle choices that are really the foundation of our health. Nutrition is one of the pillars. It is obviously the key. When you're including whole food supplements, that's part of the nutrition, right? We're not getting enough minerals in our soil. We now know our soil is depleted. We have to remineralize our food with supplements. So that's part of the nutritional protocol. We have to take pills. Unfortunately, it's just part of the new world order. And that's not bad. It should just be part of your meals. But remember, it's our food from Chinese medicine point of view. It is our food that makes our blood. And so we want to have high quality nutrition so that we have high quality blood that is free from pesticides, heavy metals, mold, fungus, things that are causing long-term dis-ease in our body. And it is high quality blood that's going to result in high quality eggs, right? So that's my interest in life, is how can we optimize your health in order to optimize egg quality? And let me tell you, it's never too late. I really want to continue to impress this upon you. It's never too late to improve on your egg quality. Most of the research out there, and thank you for everybody, the books that you've written, the podcasts, all of the studies that are talking about taking 100 days to improve egg quality, taking 10 years, 3 years, 5, whatever. And it is important. The more time we have, the better, of course. And yet, please know it's never too late. There's a lot that we can do in a short amount of time. We can try, right? So we can prevent further damage. That's a big part of what we do at the end. The last 10 days leading up to ovulation or retrieval is minimize the damage of oxidative stress through decreasing stress hormones and free radicals. So it's never too late to jump in. And there's lots of things that you can do. It's not just nutrition. Okay, so I'm getting off topic here. So I talked about that. For many years, I thought about healing the body. I don't love the onion metaphor. You've heard me say that before. And yet I sort of like the mandala approach, that you're in the center and there's many aspects, there's many parts of the puzzle surrounding you, the center. It's kind of like layers. But I often think of healing the body from the bottom up, and our digestion elimination really is at the bottom. And as we work our way up, we get into the glands in the head, right? Our endocrine function, the hypothalamus and pituitary. But now, thanks to the rapid gut reset folks that I've been learning with and having a good time with, they've convinced me now to start thinking about things from the top down. The spiritual, emotional, then we get into the endocrine function, the energetics, then we get into digestion later. So there's a lot of things that we can do psycho-emotionally to support ourselves before we jump into really tweaking the diet and supplementing with pills and doing phototherapy and all of that. So back to the label, the gluten-free label. Here's the thing. The FDA has not acknowledged at this point that there's gluten in all grains. And the truth of the matter is that there is. So even though if you happen to be one of the 2 million people that now has celiac disease, or one of the 18 million people in the United States that has a gluten sensitivity, then you should not be eating any grains, because gluten-free usually means corn or rice, right? Now, I don't know about sorghum. That's kind of a newer thing. I think that's a root starch. And I don't know if that is, in fact, considered gluten-free, but I do know that there are trace amounts of gluten in rice and corn. And this is based on the research of Dr. Cena Mccullough. All of this is in my blog. So if you go to my website, jenniferwaters.net, you'll be able to visit my blog and get all of the links to the research, the proof that this is true, or at least some really substantial evidence that will make you pause and think about what it is that you're consuming. This is the issue with research. Research is out there, right? There's lots of ways that we can influence numbers and statistics and outcomes. I want you to start thinking about relying on yourself. I know it's a tall order to sort of channel your own inner physician, but I think a lot of you stop trusting yourselves at some point and put that trust outside yourself so that other people are telling you what's right for you and what's the most important thing for you to do. Try to reclaim some of that intuitive nature that you have. What feels right? And you should know, just practice with meals, right? Have a good meal. How do you feel right after? If it was good for you and nourishing your body, you will feel the benefits right away. If not, then it probably wasn't right. So start really tuning into how you're feeling because it really matters and it will be your roadmap to success. So, okay, what can you do? Read labels. Okay, so read the labels of everything you're consuming, including health and beauty products. Okay, including the stuff you're buying for your laundry soap and washing your dishes. All of that really matters. Consumers, we have power, right? We have to take back the power that we do have. And where we put our money really matters. If people stop buying the stuff that's causing disease, they'll stop making it. It's that simple. Avoid grains. Dr. Kills is right. Read his books. He's got great information out there for vegans and vegetarians that are talking about the lower glycemic vegetables like asparagus, like cauliflower, that are going to help to repair your gut. Because what we want to do is start bringing down the inflammation in your gut, heal the lining. And we do that by stopping the assault. First, stop the assault, then we can make a targeted plan for how we're going to repair and then continue on. And also figure out what is specific to you. Is it mold and fungal issues that's affecting your gut health? Is it viral and bacterial? Is it candida, which is in the mold fungus family? Is it stress? So it's very personal in the realm of what we call real health. It's a very personalized journey. So we do want to kind of figure out what's going on for you. Read Dr. Kiltz's books. I said that. Find a practitioner that can help you. There's a lot, depending on what state you're in, there's lots of different tests that you can do. That's fine. I mean, here's the thing. You can do all kinds of food sensitivity tests. Everybody pretty much comes back with a sensitivity to wheat, to corn, to processed sugar, and to most grains, and to dairy, right? So, and sometimes eggs, depends. These are high allergen foods. So why not pay attention to how you feel when you eat them and make an educated assumption that I probably don't need them, especially if you're working on egg quality and trying to prevent miscarriage. Do your best to give up grains completely. Chia seed pudding is a good one, easy to make. Buy the chia seeds, make sure they're organic, mix them in with some full fat coconut milk, let them sit overnight, a little bit of cinnamon to help balance the blood sugar. Now you're having a good day. And remember that idiopathic means no one knows. Okay, so there's a lot of people that come in that say, oh, we don't know, it's idiopathic. And please know that there is almost always a cause. So what we want to do is look a little bit deeper, not in a way that's going to leave you feeling remorseful, but in a way that's going to leave you feeling more empowered. Like, okay, this makes sense to me. I think that that's really what happened. And so now I can have a clearer roadmap to how to prevent, how to treat, how to recover. Because remember, the body was designed to heal itself, and we just have to create the right circumstances for that. So that's what we are doing together. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday, and feel free to reach out to me on my website. Sign up for my newsletter. I've got a good guide that you can download. It's called Detox and Purify. And it's got a lot of research on there that is worth considering as you continue on your journey to expand and grow your family. All right. Thank you, everybody.